Hello, you're watching Forex Trader Calendar on ИнстаФорекс TV channel with me, Ekaterina Stikhina. At the end of this week, the following macroeconomic statistics will see the light. On Thursday, the Statistics Agency of New Zealand will unveil the inflation data for the first quarter. Analysts predicted that the consumer price index climbed by 0.8% from the previous months and by 2% in annual terms. To compare, in the fourth quarter last year, the inflation rate in New Zealand accelerated to 1.3% versus the reading of 0.4% in the third quarter. At the same time, the monthly inflation rate hit the highest level in 2.5 years in the last quarter of 2016. Then New Zealand's consumer price index added 0.4% after rising by 0.3% in the previous 3 months. Gasoline prices in New Zealand increased by 4.1% for the reported period, while food prices edged down by 1.2%. Experts think that acceleration of the inflation was caused by momentary factors such as fluctuating prices for gasoline and food and tobacco tax increase. On Friday, market participants will observe 2 key reports. The United Kingdom will unveil the retail sales report and Canada will deliver the inflation data. Analysts expect the UK's retail sector shrank by 0.3% in March from the previous months. In February, the retail sales without fuel increased by 1.4% on a monthly basis, versus a fall of 0.5% in the previous months. At the same time, the indicator was expected to inch up by just 0.4%. In annual terms, the retail sales added 3.7% compared to a rise of 1% in January. It's a rather upbeat statistics, bearing in mind that during the previous 3 months, the retail sales were decreasing. Additionally, consumer prices have been rising faster than wages lately, so the purchasing power of the Britons is likely to get weaker. Speaking about the inflation rate in Canada, analysts expect the reading to rise by 0.4% in March on a monthly basis and 1.8% in annual terms. In February, the consumer price index in Canada climbed by 0.2% after rising by 0.9% in the previous months, which came in line with the analysts' expectations. Food prices added 0.1% in February but were lower by 2.3% than a year before that. Transportation costs decreased by 0.8% in February and spiked by 6.6% in annual terms. At the same time, the annual inflation rate decelerated to 2% in February versus 2.1% in January. On top of the above-mentioned events, traders will grab the following statistics. On Thursday, the United States will unveil the Philly Activity Index and the report on initial jobless claims. Besides, Bank of England Governor Mark Carney will deliver a speech. On Friday, the Eurozone's PMI reports will be published, while the United States will release the existing home sales data. Moreover, the IMF meeting will be held on that day. On Saturday, Mario Draghi is expected to speak. On Sunday, the long-awaited presidential election in France will be held. You are watching Forex Trader Calendar, prepared for you by InstаФорекс TV team. Have a profitable deals with ИнстаФорекс.